guys, it's me, Addison, back with another video, and today I'm going to do a makeup look inspired by the color blue. Why, you may ask? I like the color blue and I just want to do makeup, so that's what we're going to be doing today. So I'll be starting first off with my primer that I forgot to get out. For primer today, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. I really do like this primer. It really helps smooth out, and I just really do like it. So I'm going to be using it as a... For foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation in 102. Why do I have the light shade? Let's be real. Yes, I might have gotten a little bit of color, but I know good and well by the time it's September, I'm gonna be a marshmallow. So I'm gonna take a few pumps of this and do my foundation. I'm just going to take my beauty blender and blend out the foundation. And now, after that foundation, we're going to use concealer. I'm going to use the CoverGirl Clean Matte Concealer in the shade Fair, yes. And I'm just going to be applying this to the under eyes and wherever else to brighten. And then I'm going to use my beauty blender again to blend it out. And after I blended out all of my concealer, I'm now going to take my Coty Airspun powder and I'm going to set my under eyes and everywhere where I put the concealer. And with that, I'm just going to use this purple brush I've had forever. I don't even know what brand it is. It's just a purple brush. And after I have set my under eyes and such, I'm going to now contour. And so I'm going to take the Wet n Wild contouring palette, yes, in the shade Dulce de Leche. I can get it open. And I'm just going to take this Morphe brush. I don't know what Morphe brush this is, but I got it in a set. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the contour and carve out my cheekbones. I'm also going to be using it to warm up my face, like on the forehead and in the jawline. And then to contour my nose, I'm going to be taking this other Morphe brush. Still don't know what it is. It came in a set. And I'm going to contour my nose. Everyone's nose shape is different, so you can contour however you feel is necessary for you. But for me, I usually like to narrow the bridge of my nose and then bring it down towards the tip of my nose. And then I brown the tip of my nose to give it sort of a button nose effect, because you know, I like looking cute. But like I said, your nose contour really depends on what works for you and what you're going for. Using that same contour brush, I'm going to use the Milani blush in the color Coral Cove. I love this blush so much. The press is so beautiful, pretty. It's very buildable, and it's just pretty, like really pretty. I'm just going to apply it to the apples of my cheeks and my cheekbones. A little bit on the nose, Make you look extra rosy. Okay, and so after the blush, I'm going to bake my face. So I'm going to go back in and I guess spill your Coty Airspun powder. I'm going to be using the Coty Airspun powder to bake, so I'm going to empty out some in here. I'm going to take a angled beauty blender, take it, and for me, I personally like to bake under the contour to help give it a nice sharp edge, make it very defined and snatched, sister snatched. I also like to put some bake under my eyes, kind of go up the cheekbone with it. I like to bring it into the side of my nose to help further the illusion that your nose is small, because it's sister snatched. I should really stop saying that. Actually, no, I don't care. Wow, great job. You dropped your beauty blender. And then I like to take it in the very bridge of my nose where that little gap is. fluffy brush, I am going to take my Take Me Back to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics. And first I'm going to use sort of a mixture of these two colors right here to kind of use as a transition shade. And I forgot something. I'm going to use my CoverGirl concealer as a eyeshadow primer. Since now that I have primed and set the eyes, I'm going to take those two colors that I was talking about earlier, and I'm going to use it as a transition shade. And so I'm just going to place this sort of above the crease about, and just kind of blend it in. I really do love this palette because it's pigmented, but at the same time it also has very buildable qualities, and I really like that about it. So now we're just building up the color and blending it at the same time. I'm also sort of winging out the shadow, so that kind of like brings it out. So now that we've laid down that transition shade, I'm now gonna start to darken it up. So now I'm going to take a mixture of these two colors right here with the same brush, and I'm going to deepen up the crease. And so with that, I'm going to place it like more directly into my crease and blend it in. What we're doing with these eyeshadows is we're gradually getting darker as we blend into the eye. So that with the end result, there'll be sort of a gradient look to it. That's the ultimate goal, I guess. And so now that we've deepened that part of the crease, I'm now going to get even darker with the colors and build into the crease to help create that gradient even more. So I'm going to take some of this color, and some of that color to kind of create a nice dark color, kind of build it in to the crease a little bit lower in the crease, so the gradient is still kind of there. And now I'm going to take this slightly angled brush. Okay, it is an angled brush. What am I talking about? And I'm going to take this shade right here on its own. And I'm going to angle this into the outer corner right here and just sort of press it in, not necessarily blend it in, just sort of lay down that color right there. And then go back to the fluffy brush and then blend it in. When you do that, it even more deepens it. And now I'm going to take this real tiny brush, another Morphe brush that I do not have the name for. And I'm going to take that same dark blue color, and I'm going to put it under my eyes, although I'm only going to go about halfway. Because if you go all the way, it can sort of give the illusion of sort of a smaller eye. It can give kind of like a smoky eye, but for this look, I'm more focused on kind of making it very bright and bold, so I'm not trying to kind of close the eye up. I'm trying to keep it more open. So like I said, putting it under the lash line, but only going about halfway. And then again, taking the fluffy brush and sort of blending out the harsh edge and smoking it out. Now for a really fun part. I'm going to take the flat brush again and some concealer, and I'm going to cut my crease. I'm going to do a half cut crease. So I'm going to coat the brush with concealer and then use it to cut the crease. And if sometimes you have trouble cutting your crease, like if it transfers too much, or maybe you have more hooded eyelids, a good solution for that is to cut the crease a bit higher than your natural crease to help create that good illusion. And so that's what I'm sort of doing to kind of make sure that it gets there and it's very visible to see. And so now, while the concealer is still wet, I'm going to be using this Palladio, Pilates, I don't know, little mini palette, and I'm going to use this top shade right here. It's really beautiful. And you can either use a packing brush or a finger. I think for this I'll try the brush. I'm just gonna spray this with a little bit of setting spray. I'm gonna take the eyeshadow, it's very beautiful, you'll see, and sort of press it into where the concealer was set. When you're doing this, you're pretty much just setting it all on its own. Yeah, it's really pretty because the concealer kind of helps it look real nice. And so now I'm going to do that again on the other eye. And so now that I've done the cut crease and the glitter eyeshadow, I'm now going to go back to the fluffy brush. I'm not going to add any more product, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend out sort of that middle edge where the cut crease meets the eyeshadow, softly blend it so that there's sort of a seamless look to it. Like I said, it's sort of a gradient. That's sort of the whole goal with this look, to kind of form gradients to make everything look seamless. And then if you've maybe put too much or anything, you can just go back to that glitter and just kind of put it where you need to. And now we are done with the eyeshadow. Because this look is already pretty poppin', I'm not really going to be doing any like eyeliner per se, but I'll do like some tight lining stuff. So I'm gonna use this auto liner. You can just get this at like the Dollar Tree or whatever. It's like LA Colors or something. And I'm just going to tight line my eyes and maybe do like just the lash line itself, so that when we do mascara and lashes, it doesn't look so bare when we do it. I was having a little bit of problems with that, so I also kind of used a little bit of this Morphe eyeliner pencil in Dark Room. And so next I'm going to put on mascara. Well, first I need to curl my lashes. And now I'm going to wipe away the bake. So now it's time to put on some fake lashes. I'm going to be using the Ardell Mega Volume Lashes. These lashes have seen some better days, but I love them, so I will always wear them. So I'm going to apply them. And so that's all for the eyes. And now, another fun part we're going to do is the highlighter. And so I am now going to find the brush. This might sound crazy, but for my highlighter, I like to use a Crayola paintbrush. I just found it and it looks good for highlighter. And so I'm going to be taking the NYX Born to Glow single highlighter in Stand Your Ground, and I'm going to apply this to my cheekbones and other areas to highlight them. I like using sort of a fluffy highlighter brush, a small fluffy highlighter brush, because it helps kind of give a nice precise highlight. And if you need a bit more va-va-voom, spray your brush with some setting spray, and it'll help make it look more stunning. And now we're going to do the lips. So for lips, I'm going to use the NYX Lip Lingerie in the color Exotic. So I'm just going to apply this to my lips. Probably overdraw them a little bit because I don't really have big lips. And so now, to finish off the look, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix setting spray. And so that's the look. I hope you guys really liked it, and let me know what else you guys would like to see, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!